Hi everyone, Richard Mawson here. Today I just want to touch on why are systems integrators in the UK and Ireland choosing Dobot? Why have we had such a interest level there and also from the manufacturers? So I'm just going to dive into my reasoning, my understanding of why that is and what we're promoting, to see, what is the impact on a system cost? What is an impact to a systems integrator that's looking to grow their business, or a manufacturer that's looking to add profitability or stability to their business? So let's dive in.
So now I really want to touch on probably an item no one likes talking about, the cost of the systems, because ultimately at the moment, Cobot systems are just not accessible to those SME manufacturers. If you take a company that turns over 3 million and let's assume they're making a 10% profit, it's 300,000 in the bank. So if you take 100,000 of that cash flow out of the profit and put that in a Cobot system, hey, if it's on a 2-year return on investment, that's really going to hurt you as a business. Cash in the bank is king after COVID, as we know. So the point we need to get to is where Cobot solutions can be almost costed at the price of an employer for a year, can be deployed almost as quick as you can hire someone. And that's the only real way we're going to see Cobots really taken off and driving British manufacturing forward. So, we look at the systems now. If I pull up a little graph on the screen, we can see, this is a typical Cobot system costed in. So what I've done is a typical 20 kilogram payload robot from the market against the Dobot system. As anyone knows who knows costing, I have really kept this very light on there. I put some bought out, a pedestal and a gripper, a labor requirement, some training on site with the end user, and a CE mark. You can see already to handle something with a 20 kilogram payload, you're at 360 pounds on that side. So what I've done here is really the crux of where Dobot hits this. We are actually dropping the robot price dramatically. So by doing that, and still maintaining the same quality, the same assurances, so 30,000 hours MTBF, 15 months warranty out the box, and our technology, we're matching, if not better, and pulling ahead in many areas. For example, our joint architecture, our safety response time, that side of things. So this system, just comparing a straight robot swap, which is a bought out component, is saving the end user manufacturer £18,500 on the system. It's over 27% of the total system cost. So if we looked at that on a return on investment basis, hey, look, you're dropping from 12 months down to 9 months, or you're dropping from 24 months down to 18 on that side. The other interesting thing there is, at Dobot in the UK and Ireland, we don't use the distributor model. So we're passing our margins straight onto the systems integrators. I think that's just as important, because if you think 65% of your project value on a typical system is a bought out component and you're only making 10 to 15% on that robot, you're going to have to escalate and inflate your total price of a system to be able to cover your risk for your effort, risk versus reward on that side. But at Dobot, we cut out that middleman, we cut out that distributor. So we're offering up to 35% to our partners direct. That allows them to grow. That allows them to reinvest. That allows them to cost projects competitively and stand out in the market. And that's really the crux, really, of where and why people are coming to Dobot. So a bit of a shameless plug at the end here, but if you want to find out more, if you want to come and see what we're doing, we're an open book. We have a passion here to grow the industry. We have a passion to help manufacturers who need the help now and in the short term. So if you want to join, if you want to be an early adopter in the UK and Ireland, pushing the world's second largest Cobot brand, hey, get in touch, drop me a message, and I'll take you through this in a little bit more detail and see how ultimately we can help your business grow. Because if you grow, we can help more manufacturers. Thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you all soon.